सांस को अपनाए, ध्यानी बन जाए, 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 सांस को अपनाए, सांस को अपनाए, सांस को अपनाए, ध्यानी बन जाए, सांस को अपनाए, ध्यानी बन जाए। ये दुनिया कैसे बदलेगी हमसे, हमसे, ये दुनिया कैसे बदलेगी हमसे, हमसे, हम खुद को कैसे बदलेंगे ध्यान से, विज्ञान से, आत्मज्ञान से, खुद को जानो, तुम क्या हो, पहचानो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो। सांस को अपनाए, ध्यानी बन जाए, सांस को अपनाए, ध्यानी बन जाए। सांस को अपनाए, ध्यानी बन जाए, सांस को अपनाए, ध्यानी बन जाए। तुझ में मुझ में क्या अंतर है, पशु पक्षी भी जीव है, तुझ में मुझ में क्या अंतर है, पशु पक्षी भी जीव है, जीने का हक सबको है, हम सब सारे एक है, ध्यान कर, शाकाहारी बन, आत्मज्ञानी बन, खुद को जानो, तुम क्या हो, पहचानो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो। ध्यानी बन जाए, बन जाए, बन जाए, बन जाए, ध्यानी बन सांस को अपनाए, ध्यानी बन जाए।
Happy morning, my dear masters. Welcome to Journey Towards Oneness, Day 12. My Atma Pranam to Brahmarshi Patriji and all masters who is giving all the energies today. And also thanks PSSM Global, Virginia, Maryland team who's helping physically to run this morning session. There is a lot of effort behind them. Thank you so much. And today we'll discuss 11th principles, which is most wanted principle. Sorry, impart meditation training to children's right from their childhood, the early childhood. That means we need to train that children as soon as possible, like as early as possible, introduce this meditation. And why and how and all, we'll discuss next few minutes. This is a simple topic, but again, we thought our children are only responsible to we give the education, we give everything, but again we'll step back and think about how the baby born and everything, and next how we introduce meditation and all. The simple, my dear master, we think all our kids are the responsible, but in the form of, like, if you see, kids born and come back here, kids atma is also a soul, my dear master, nothing but a paramatma, my dear masters. So kids, the when you're training the kids, the meditation means you are helping them to get into the enlightenment, to make them into enlightenment path as soon as possible. And they are helping. That's a form of the seva, my dear master. That is a very important tool for them. Not only they learned in the, they made, they made mentally and physically strong, and also they will make you are in the form of the seva. Like I'm teaching here in the morning, and Bharti Garu is doing this is all in the form of the seva, right? We are helping each other, right? The same way you are helping your kids. Think, like step back, and we'll thought, let's recollect our zero state again, void state. In the void state, we came, right? Atma came from there, from the Paramatma, came and went to the mother womb, right? The Sunya state. Sunya is nothing but a Paramatma, right? So we have to think our kids also came same way. And also the beauty of that is kids choose us, my dear master. Kids means, children's, we choose our parents. I need this father and that father. Like that, our kids choose us. See, that trust is start from there itself. I need this mom, I need this father, and they choose us. The trust started from there, because they want to, not in the earth. From there onwards, they trust us. That's important, my dear master. So from there, the Sunya, void, and prana comes, went to the mother womb, right? The small sukshma, atom is come and into the mother's womb. So there is a lot of big story. I not even dare to touch that story, because that form, there is a lot of intense meaning. How the Srishti happened, how that small Sukshma is coming to mother womb itself is a big book. If you read that book, if you I'm still reading on that book. I'm still learning a lot from that how the Srishti happened, how this Atma comes to mother womb, when that comes, each stage in that book, each stage, how the chakras will form in the mother's womb. First, if you go to the sonogram or anywhere, if you know the your pregnancy, or mother is a pregnant, they will first month, second month, only first form is a heartbeat. You will see the baby, yeah, it's a positive, and it it's yours, we are hearing the heartbeat sound. So the first comes the heart. First form in the mother's womb is a heart. I'm giving the simple, how that heart forms. Atma Shakti is also very big topic, my dear master. But again, we want to understand the first, all the process. But the main topic today is how we need to introduce the meditation, right? So the heart forms. Heart will go and the wire, how the circuit forms. First the main circuits form, heart, and then slowly all the organs will form, all the wires from the from the heart it forms. So slowly organs forms, and there is a lot of saying. Like one book said, like there is a third month, Atma comes and enter to the body, and there is other saying like a seventh month. But there is a stages depend on the soul also, depend on some soul like rewrite their soul journey again. They're scared, I don't want to face this. And some people, kids will died in the when they born, right? So they don't want to come back. Just once they scared and they want to reorganize their plan, and they come back again. So that's what some people, kids will die also, some while birth itself. It's a plan also, sometimes birth. But again, understand the scenario. The heart forms, and the third month the soul entered into the body, and the seventh month, once they form everything, they still remember the past karma, past janmas and all. 7, 8, 9 is a critical, my dear masters. We have to very careful about that the three once come out of the 10th month. Once the babies cry means still they remember, not everything, like a 10% just they remember all the what is the old gen and what is the plan they are taking. And they just once they come out of the mother room, they forgot everything. They maybe little bit like a come and go, and there again the soul enters from the Brahmarandra. They will say like, right, Brahmarandra, and forming all the chakras, organs, and all the energy centers, jnana netras, everything will be there, my dear master. Baby has all the potential. They have a third eye. When you say physical word, third eye, jnana netra, chakras, all the states. Even though even though that autism kid and polio kid, they'll also have that. But they wantedly take that, this organ has to be like this organ has to be like that. They will wantedly take that. So the zero state, the kids also has first of all, why I told all these things is kids also a Paramatma. Not like, we thought of kids are our Amsa, our Vamsam, our DNA, so that's also okay because the blood matches and all. But again, the main root cause is kids also a Paramatma. They are our Amsa, but they are Paramatma Samsa, part of the Paramatma. Lot of change, lot of soul journeys from the womb, my dear master. First Agna Chakra, how the chakras will come, and all the Atma Shakti will nikship like in the heart. All these are big book. Read, my dear masters. If you really want to know all these things, then read that. Then if you read that book, you're not only because of I read because of my kids. I just want to know how the kids forming their soul journeys and all. That's just that curious made me that. Then I'll understand my soul journey also. Means my Atma and all Paramatma and all those things. So each chakra, corresponding organs, seventh month, they remember the past life, eighth, ninth, 10th, and come out, and then they forgot everything, right? So you already know how that Krishna is nothing but a Paramatma, and you already know they choose us. I need this parent and that parent, means trust is already started from there. And slowly baby grows, right? Once the baby grows, they just drink milk and sleep, right? The same, just to say earlier days, 3 months, 4 months, until 1 year. They will just eat and sleep, drink milk and sleep, slowly raw food and all, right? Most of the time they'll spend with the father, maximum time they'll spend on with the mother, right? Mother room and family, like little bit family members. They won't, like, they don't have much interaction with others, only mother and father. Remember that word, they will have much interaction with the mother and father. How they communicate with also silence, my dear master. If you observe all these things again, once you are silent meditation, silent, all this silent language, universe also communicate babies with a silent language. Sometimes they will laugh, right? Sometimes they cry unwantedly, they can cry, like all these, the silent language universe is communicating them. We also communicate. If see, once the baby is uneasy, we understand that, he had some other issues. Once he is crying, we thought, oh, he's hungry. Or once he is laughing, or he's very happy. All these languages, silent language, there is no form of words, there is no form. Oh, like he's talking like that. There is no words forming. That's the main language, my dear master. After that, we are making this Telugu, English, Tamil, Urdu, Spanish, all this we are giving. Mother is giving that form. Initially, it's like a babies are a silent language. So then slowly that 0 to 3 years, like the body, they come to that Dvanda state, right? 2 days, and they form a Rajo, Tamo, and Satvika gunas. The gunas, they will embed that gunas, and they start observing parents. Observing, that's a main underline word, my dear master. Observing parents, they will follow what the parents do, and slowly 5 to 7 years, they will understand. They have panchendriyas. They are using panchendriyas. Means slowly starting the karmas. Slowly universe is forming around the circumstances. And to learn as per their soul journey, maybe they have a hurdles in the 0 to 5 years, 5 to 7, or 7 to 8, or 7 to 10, or 10 year, 11 year. Like slowly the universe is forming slowly the circumstances, and the baby, the boy is using the senses, and they are started Harishad Vargas. What is that? Kama, Krodha, Modha, Madhava. They start how to, and they know how to angry, how to express Krodham, Madam, Masalyam, and their affection and all, everything they are started taking the using that senses, using that organs in that. So again, that stage also, every time they're influenced by mother and father. And starting to 7 to 18, I will stop up to 18. After 18, we'll discuss other time. That's an adult, So 7 to 8, again, education, school and situation, always learning. They are learning in that. They are not applying. They are just learning, like a learning education, learning studies, learning sports, like learning art, or learning. They spend most of the timing on the learn, and biological changes. Up to 7 to 18 years, they're cooked. Cooked means they become an adult. They become an adult, and all habits, interest, individuality, everything will form, my dear masters. Once 18 is, it's hard to change their habits, either food habits or either sleeping pattern. It's a possible, but it's very hard to come back to. At least we need to spend 1 more year, 2 more year, like a baby, and we'll introduce again everything. There I stop. So I will talk about 0 to 18 years. That's called consider as a children's. What they are spending most of the time in the babies, they're spending on family and siblings, right? Mother, fathers, maximum siblings, or any occasionally they go and friends. That's it. But maximum time they'll spending the home. And they does the parent, they do the parent to create what we have to create, what we have to make them to give it this tool, introduce this tool, and to raise is create that environment, my dear master. At the home or anywhere you go, they create the environment. Most of the kids, my kids will, when they are in the stage or anywhere, we will only talk with eyes, communication, like this, we'll communicate in the sign way. That much we need to be in a connection, the energy for, like whenever you enter into that home, that your home environment has to be changed. They have to be come to the home as a thirsty. Oh, and I want to tell this to mom, either, because make them as a, feel them as a friend. As a friend means oh, we do, even if they do no naughty things, do together. You also live again a childhood. You live again a childhood. You again your second childhood. Maybe I can say that. Create like a loving and caring and supporting environment. That's it, my dear masters. Don't give anything. If you create that environment, they feel the love, they feel the caring and supporting, mainly supporting. That's it, my dear masters. We cannot do anything because we are that Atma, we are giving a loving, caring, and in the form of the seva. And that makes us like, they're observing all what we do. Their kids are always observing what we do, what we mainly father and mother, what the mother they'll observe most of them, or parents, or influenced if any grandparents or anything, they observe. Even maybe think they are not observing, they will think. They observe our morals, my dear masters. Are we following the morals or not? They are following means whatever moral we are following, they will follow, my dear masters. They observe our values. So we cannot teach separately. This is a moral, this is the value, this is that. If you bath and go do puja, they will also understand, okay, this is a puja, this is, because kids come to the zero state. They don't have no mind, like, no thoughts, anything. The thought we are injecting is main thing, my dear masters. Slowly they are injecting that, oh, love means like this, like, we need to cook means like this, we need to, father is going to the job. They're observing all those things. What we are doing the mistake is they observe our ideology. They observe mom's cooking. They are observing father's how he's talking. They're observing how much time we are spending. Everything they will observe means kids are nothing but our resembles. So the completely parents resembles, my dear masters. Only we have to concentrate. We are concentrating on the physical growth. We go to the hospital, doctor, the height and weight are good and all. But thank God we are in America, they will ask like, mental growth also, especially teens and all. So we always worried about when they are in a 0 to 3 years. We only think, oh, we need to be potty train them, how to brush them, how to tie the shoes, how to eat the food, not right hand, left hand. We'll teach all those things, right? But any hook or hook, we'll train them, we'll keep on them. There's a 60 days rule, my dear masters. Anything, even that applies to us also. That's what meditation also makes, like a 40 days, like 60 days, 3 months. 3 months, if you're training them or making them as a one habit, like a brush or tying the knots or switch off the light or folding the clothes or anything you do, 60 days, keep on repeating the same thing, and they will adopt that as a habit. Even us also, that like means your brain, rewiring their brain, then giving the instruction, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that, like that. So we only concentrate on the physical growth, my dear master. We have to concentrate on the mental growth. The mental growth means mentally we have to make them as a strong from the childhood. Whatever they have a beliefs, observes, values, morals, everything is 0 to 7 years, my dear masters. Slowly, they will adopt that values and applying that values from 7 to 18. After that, they are cooked. They are really cooked, and that is very hard to change. All the even cigarette smoking, drugs, they will introduce all those negative influence also there. Make them aware, like, how that works, how that spoils, like, take them to the spoil, like, in schools, we don't need to do that. But again, in a parent, most of the time, they observe us. So we need to do the mental issues, make them their future as a leader, my dear master. So if they are going to the big entrepreneur in the future, big entrepreneur or job or going to the CEO position or any positions, they have to be mentally strong. They have to face lot of abuses. Lot of abuses means negativity. One work is this, he's starting, how much negativity is there. So to face that negativities, that person has to be mentally strong. If you are getting A's, B's, it doesn't matter, my dear master. The effort they are putting in that education, they are learning or not, and that learning is they are applying or not. See that only, my dear masters. A's, B's, C's, grades, even we don't remember that grades, what grade I got in the 10th grade, what we learn, socialization and mingling the people, like, facing the problems. Again, involve them see, kids are, we do the big mistake is we thought kids are separate. They don't do anything. So we cook, only we call them while eating. Or we'll make them into the box and lunch box, everything, just give that bag. Example, I'm giving some example. We do laundry and fold the cloths and just put it there in the morning ready. All these we are doing, we are not involving them in our family life. The 3 years onwards, my dear masters, involve them. So first 3 years, little bit like they will mess up, but train them. Like how you train the potty train, brush, everything, how to wear the shirt and how to go to school, how to pack it, everything. Learn, make them involved in your life, part of the family. If you do go do gardening, take them and ask them to put it. Even though they do little mess up, that's fine. Patiently, like teach them, involve. Like we slowly, like in the dinner time, clean up. This is your job, clean up. This is your job, clean up. Involve them. It's not like a job. Like if you are cutting the groceries, give the small processor, ask them to cut. Not for only education, my dear master. The real education comes from the kitchen, my dear. Real education comes from the father and mother. Like, they will smell something wrong. Like, why that smell is coming. You need to clean up. We need to go there and clean up. How to clean up? Involve them. Like how to take off the trash, how to take off that. Part of the life, my dear masters, they are. Where we are missing is we train them uncapable of all these things. Suddenly they go to the college and they say, Mama, I cannot cook, I'm sick, I'm homesick and all. So if they are involved in part of like all these from the childhood, they never depend on others. They live like a masters, live like a leaders. So that's a main important, like in the household thing, what you do, gardening and all the they always connect to the roots. We already discussed in the last time. Gardening is the main key thing, my dear masters. Not only gardening or walking, gym, like barefoot, they can play in the playgrounds, right? Let them play whatever it has. Is there any fight happened, any argument happened? Let them deal. Don't involve. Just observe behind and observe. To make them how many failures they are that much strong. If some failure comes, something happened to them, immediately you go and solve that problem. Then where they can, their mind and their body can be strong. Let them face. Next day, go to instead of why you are yelling on my kids, they'll ask them to how to handle it. Even though your own personal problems also. So I'm having this problem in the office. This my manager is doing that. Do you have any advice? Ask them. They will give a lot of advice. At least they'll involve in that. Like your mom is facing this like this. They're involved. Slowly involve our family. And they once you go to the office, will feel that you also feel like some support is there. So involve, my dear masters, everywhere. Like, if you're doing the food or your laundry or anything, any family discussions, once they grow up, 10-year, 14-year or something, if they do any bad influence, also ask them. Instead of scolding, instead of shouting, then ask them. This is the bad influence, this is the impact, this is the output. So how do you solve that? They won't listen first. Let them fail. That's okay. It's okay. Don't give like an immediately put your hands. Once like they grow up, they are in 30s, 20s and all, you're gone that time. How they will help? Who will help them? There they will help, they will depend on all other friends so they instead of they're depending on themselves. So once any problem comes, depend on them only, not others. And I know how to handle. Teach them that mental health, my dear master. That is very important. Nowadays, even small failures also, teenagers are doing the suicides. So impact on whatever we discussed last 10 days, vegetarianism, how important that vegetarianism, how important the nature is, how important. it's not only teaching the meditation, like you do meditation 1 hour, close, don't force them. First of all, introduce all those vegetarianism, how that works. What is that? And like, maybe pet them, like in any pets comes, any dogs or anything, like, see them and ask them. They will change, my dear. My example is my kids. We are very fond of meat. First, I changed my food habits, and slowly I was really worried how I can force them. Instead of forcing them, I leave that. And our energies went to them. And slowly they are observing. See, that's what their kids will observe, my dear master. Whatever we do, they will do the same thing initially. Initial 0 to 18 years is completely on mother father influence. That's a crucial year. If you want your kid as raised as a entrepreneur or big leader or big position or to help them, teach them how to help. Teach them how to help others, how to help, like, how to make new friends, how to make, solve the problems. Not the grades, my dear masters. This calculus, that's numerically, maybe brain will go good, but mentally teach them, my dear masters. I'll always ask, like, what problem you solve today? Do you have any problem in the park or anything? How do you solve that? Only that is the only thing we are raising our kids. We are giving mentally strong, my dear master, mentally strong. So the effort you are putting teaching the grades and teaching that sports and all, the sports is very good option, my dear master. Sports, especially the group sports. We need soccer or basketball because they will understand each other. The energy works, my dear master. A lot of energy exchange happen in the group sports. I don't want to go to on that side, then how the electromagnetic world works and all, because we already know that. We want, like, live examples, like, once that, like, the energy, the communication is, the ball is throwing, the communication is, they have that much focus on, even though they fail, they don't do good, but put it on the group activities. Lot of, like, they will ask, like, social movement, how to failure, they will shout, they will burst, everything. Especially hyper kids, we talked 2 3 days back. Hyper kids already have a lot of, like, they don't have anything, they do whatever they want, and they focus on, because the mind is empty, all the energies is bursting out, we have to understand the hyper kids and channelize that energy, my dear master. Just go and park play, that's the only thing. Maybe initially good, put it that challenge as a sports or any wrestling or any sport, like, sports, like, indoor outdoor sports will channelize, or make a small group, like-minded group, and make a small robotics or something, group activities. They will exchange, like, exchange ideas, nothing but exchange energies, my dear master. All the beliefs, all the attitude, all everything develop in that childhood, my dear masters. Remember, if you have all the habits now, it's come from the roots only. There is some masters who do the inner child workshop, and something, if they hurt, everything they will make, like, a seriously deeply hurt there. The only people they are, like, only relying on us is the parents, but don't solve their problems. That's like a big burden. Ask them how to solve. Just give a helping hand and all, if you want to, like this, and take a ride, and always go, and when the teenagers comes, go walk every day, spend each other, like, that energy they are acquiring from the school and all the emotions, the stress and all, how to handle is, the simple answer is, if you are introducing this nature walk, vegetarianism and all, spending nature and all, then meditation. Meditation is the biggest tool, my dear master. That's what we need to teach them, the meditation at early age. Without, like, without vegetarian, without nature walk, not like slowly, whatever you do, make them to in habit of that. Make them, like, a habit of, you're sitting in the meditation room, some I saw the Dallas people, like, even the babies 0 to 3 year babies also sit with them. They always said we when we are doing meditation under the pyramid, they will make them sleep there. Slowly they will put a small bed on the pyramid and they sleep there and they are meditating. How much trust they have 0 to, like, their kids are also doing meditation nowadays. Only thing is we have to patiently teach them. Even 3-year-old, their vegetarianism, they are coming under the pyramid, their nature walk, their full moon, everything they are cleansing and all. Mentally we are making them as a strong, and we are making them not to add more karmas. All these tools are within you, my dear master. The parents, you are giving a big service to that atma. Big seva to that atma. Think like that. Detached, not attached. Attached means again emotionally. It's very hard like that. But again, think that one atma is there. Your co-parallelly, maybe the 20-30 years difference between them and you, but you are the same Paramatma. The same Paramatma and all. Those 7 years, again, if you are teaching the meditation 0 to 7 years, 3 years, just sit with them and do close your eyes and observe your breath. That's it. Even though they observe or not, like, make them to sit. Mean to calm down. Means you're training how the potty train, how the brush train works. First time they don't have to do brush. Sometimes they manipulate. But slowly the cosmic energy pump like that, my dear master. They don't, all these tricks, we are already having lot of thoughts and distractions, and there we do a lot of facing family issues and all. The kids doesn't have anything in that age. As soon as possible, like a 0 to 3 years, 7 years, 5 years onwards, they are done. They know how to meditate. Only thing is, it's we are not teaching them. We thought, like, that's okay, they are not cup of. We had a maid. Imagine if we know this, all the meditation and all in the childhood, how our lives will be changed. That's the same question I ask Premnath Garu. When some Premnath Garu session, I ask why we are facing all these karmas and all. Maybe we introduce, maybe our soul can take the meditation in the first year, second year itself, we can excel, right? Meditation, and we can dissolve all this karma, right? Means we are acquiring more karma. The new masters who is coming in the world is already they are enlightened masters. They don't need all this. Just observe them, my dear master. Just give that love and affection and caring environment. They know how to do that. They know how to handle the situation. Don't make them weak mind by solving all their problems. Like, you already know how to solve that if you had a fight with their friend, ask them how to solve instead of avoiding, how to respond. Teach them. I will always take each and every as a mama, stop the pep talk, because they already started, like, they already know how to handle that. Because slowly we don't just backseat, my dear master. Give the steering. That is their life. Give the steering and they will drive. And the back seat, observe if any wrong route they are going, just to give the guidance and slowly. But raise your word, my dear master. Anger also important. Time management, organizing skills, that's a very important. If you are following, they will also follow. Wake up this time, go running, so make the exercise also part of your life, my dear master. Then they will also do that. So all these meditation, helping nature, and sometimes take them to the orphanage, my dear masters. I have a lot of change. I see the changes, and they know how important their life is. They will see that orphanaged or handicapped people. They'll go and show them that, our Girl Scout or Boy Scout, people every other month will go to the one orphanaged or old age homes and make them give the fruits and all, how they talk and go friendship with them, and they will play some music for them and all, like, that is a one form of empathy, like, helping nature, how the giving nature. And slowly they will know, I just leave them. I don't want to instruct, like, where do they go and all. They will find out themselves. That's what driving. They don't know driving. You go drive and take them to the place and find out where to go. Like them, every situation, take that opportunity, my dear master. What I can teach my kids, what they are learning. You can create that environment slowly, like when you go to the any mall or anywhere, leave that group, small, leave that group. They will make so many friends there. So olden days, we all did all these things. Our childhood, our father's childhood. Like we are making the social pressure and all. I want to become like this. I want to my kid be like that. Comparison. Every soul is unique, my dear master. Don't compare like that. This is a again I'm coming to that, how we are training everything, how to tie the shoelace, how to eat, how to pack the bag and all. Same way, teach them the meditation also. Just to sit them and close your eyes and observe your breath, or ask them, what do you see today? And share your problems also, my dear master. It's really good. Make them involve as a family member, not like a kids are separate or anything. Slowly, not like all the problems, slowly, because part of the life, how husband wife is a part of, like kids also part of, like they're not separate for us. So make them choices also, build the choice, I respect their choices. Even though they fail, I always take them to the, if any competition, if they fail, then only I will give the ice cream. I will go ice cream party or something with the kids. At least they put an effort, right? Going there and doing the competition, robot competition, it's not a joke. We cannot go that much courageous. If you are going in the competition in the first round, second round, third round, you are into the first round, you are in the last 10th position out of 10. How to face that? So some kids will be, so we waste of our time. Somebody said, but there is a 2-3 kids, motivate them. They will learn from them. That's okay. We have 2 more rounds are there, right? We'll do that. So much, don't just observe and don't push them first position. They give them how to effort, why they fail, what exactly they need to learn from that. Make them all these from the childhood, my dear masters. And 0 to 3 years, just sit do close, and 5 years onwards, completely they are ready. Be patiently, slowly teach that, introduce this beautiful tool, beautiful weapon. I can say that you are giving like an astra weapon. The meditation is a weapon which will protect them not only from the karma, their past karma, and also in the physically world, how they wipe out the karma. My dear masters, if they really do the 7 to 9 years, seriously, everyday meditation, the karma will dissolve, my dear. Even our karma also. I told, right, a pyramid, how that chakras open and all, and instead of already they have open. This easy way to get into the enlightenment. They know how to handle. They know how to introduce that meditation tool, my dear master. That weapon, that they protect their aura. They protect their emotions. They protect their thoughts. They're not impacting to the negative influence, and they live happy life. That's what we want, right? We don't need big billionaire or 2 billionaire or 3 billionaire. They'll always come to that. Money will comes. They'll be definitely success if they are mentally strong. The tool is within us, my dear masters. So observe your kid where their strength are. Close your eyes, write down the 4-5 points. Oh, this is see, he's socially very active. Means we have to put these roles, maybe this management roles, or financial roles or something. You can see that. And I always do this one. Like in this childhood, I'll introduce every quarter, every year, three activities until 10 years. Like singing, dancing, sports and art, or wrestling, all this, whatever possible around me, will introduce that up to 10 years. Introduce new things. Meditation also like that, my dear master. Introduce meditation. Introduce means meditation is mandatory, my dear masters. They cannot choose. Mandatory. Make that as a food. Food is there. After food, before bedtime, you need to meditate. In the morning time, we do meditate. That's it. 5-10 minutes, enough. I always does, my dear master. I always does and go to the pool. We call it as our meditation pyramid room as a puja room. Go meditate and come back. 5-10 minutes, go there. I'll sit with them. Initially, I sit with them because they observe us, right? And slowly they do meditate and come back as a part of life, as a part of daily, like, how they drink milk, how they do homework. This is also homework. That's it, my dear master. Give that weapon, my dear masters, and they will grow up as a leaders, and that aura will be very strong. That you are helping them as a dissolve their karmas, my dear masters. So let's start our session. But again, any questions, anything, because read that book, my dear masters, how that works, like, how that for starting like by birth, how that each chakra forms and each organs forms, how that souls works and everything, the soul journey, your soul journey book. And what is that book name? I will forget. I will tell you tomorrow. The how the Srishti happened. That book name, Srishti. That's just a Srishti, but author name I forgot. But that book has all these. Once you understand that, you will see your kid is a different way. Okay, we are helping, not like taking the ownership of that. Co-parallel, parallelly, you will drive. So they choose us, my dear masters. They already has a trust. Don't break that trust, my dear masters. Whatever you give, you will get it also. The same thing, you will get it. Let's start the meditation, my dear masters. And today also music meditation. Close your eyes, take off your glasses. Lakshmi Garu, can you start the music, Andy? 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly unfold your hands. Put it on your face. Let energy flows through your eyes. Open your eyes through palms. Whenever you're ready, then only open your eyes. Otherwise, you'll continue the meditation. Thank you and thank you and thank you. At this point, if anyone want to share your experience or any questions, please raise your hands. Varalakshmi garu, yeah, you can unmute and talk.
Good morning, Master. Thank you. Um, It was amazing, amazing meditation. Our, when we talk about kids, right, especially the toughest time is 3 up to 3 years toddlers. So how should not feel ourselves tough and enjoy that process while they have a lot of energy to catch up with their energy.
Mhm.
So
So,
instead of yeah,
yeah, yeah, you can ask, you can
so
talk.
instead of saying oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, so we should embrace that. I should say because that we because of everything to take care of it we don't have time, but that is exact best time to for me, that is the best time to enjoy, but at the same time it is very challenging time for us to cope up with their energies.
Yeah, yeah, I know, I know, I know. We all gone through those stages. It's too hyper, and especially hyper kids. It's a nightmare sometimes.
Yeah.
Again, two things we'll think about. The first thing, again, remember in spirituality, we are helping the soul. We are helping our, if you are facing that much challenge, that much hyper kid means you took that challenge and you know how to deal that. Make that as a conscious and involve them in the physical world. So even though you have your managerial stuff, your business and your dealing, how tough it is, how then also you do, right? You want to pay the mortgage and all, and you are by hook or hook, you're managing, right? Like you know how
Mhm.
to manage your manage. Same thing apply to your kids in the detached way. Involve in that, involve, like put it in the the high chair, make them like I will mix some, some cereal and this one and colors and ask them to separate, or some small puzzles, or small in the hyper, wherever do I'm cooking, make them involve slowly. I'm cooking this called onion, I know it is like make them involve in every aspect, like not to separate them. That the way I spend most of the time, because I also that time I was also working in the evening only. Morning maximum I'll spend 1 hour after work, come back in the evening 5 to 6, 5 to 7 maximum I'll spend 2 hours, right?
Mhm.
Whatever I time I spend with the kids, with whatever I'm doing, involve them in my things. Like if you are folding the cloths, just to separate the cloths, baby. Like oh, you're doing good. Like make them into involve into our things. Not we have to involve them, and them also, like involve them, like a cooking, cleaning, everywhere. And hyper, especially hyper kid environment, like if you're doing the bubble bath, right? Bubble bath and the room, playroom, and you create the puzzles and a lot of things is there. Some play dates, especially working women, they don't have much time.
Mhm.
Whatever the time, whatever you're doing, involve them, instead of like we thought like let them sleep and then do our work peacefully. That's a wrong word. Whatever, involve them, because in the office also we do the same thing, right? Office, even though annoying peers are there and colleagues are there, we just do our work and go. Like if that we don't carry the emotion in the work, because the detachment. Here you are enlightening, you are giving that path, that weapon to that soul. The soul trust on you. You have to trust that soul. You are parallelly going to the spiritual world. Parallelly, you are dealing that. We have to deal that. Make our mind as a deal, rewire. By hook or hook, I need to do. So we stop lot of parties also initially. I was like, completely wipe out. My energy is drying out, like, I was running behind him and all. Then slowly, I went to his level. We both can play.
If two
Almost,
boys,
yeah, especially boys, like,
two
almost
boys, small boys.
two boys is a blessed, boy need a boy, girl need a girl. They
Really.
will fight until you see the blood, don't touch. They'll argue, they'll fight or anything, but don't make sure no weapons are there. They will fight themselves. I see a lot of two boys parents. They're like, they give that energy, drain out the energies, that's not wrong. That's a wrong word, drain out, channelize. That's a beauty of kids. Raising kids is a challenge. Very, very good art. Channelize them, put it in the sports or drain out their energies. I can say that. That's not a good word, but channelize their energy in somewhere. They have a lot of energies. Okay, they don't have thoughts, they don't have nothing, right?
Yeah.
Always pumping, pumping that cosmic energy. Where that energy, they will put on that energy.
Yeah.
See, even some high school kids and all, they're making weird, give the direction that, think about like how to, before 20 years, how to become an entrepreneur. They will some completely, the focus will, focus will be on the other side. Oh, this is also there. Like maybe I think instead of grades and all, so many, you read that Microsoft CEO and all, they just skip the schools. Why? Because they had done this drama, and I want to be like their parents are not encouraging, and they are not. They're just helping in the morally, but not like a physically. How many problems they face? Elon Musk, I forgot his name. How many failures he has in the childhood? Read that, all the life story.
Mm.
They faced instead of avoiding. Whenever kid has any problem, don't solve immediately. Ask him how to solve. Ask them to solve. That will develop in the companies and CEO time. They'll always rely on not to rely on other persons. They rely on themselves. Even in a small story, when I came to US in 20 years back, my manager asked me, "Are you enjoying this US, especially American atmosphere?" Yeah, a Chinese Asian guy. And also, yeah, I like it, but I don't like that culture. When I have a kids, I will maybe move back to India. He asked, "What culture you don't like it?" I don't like that boyfriend girlfriend culture that our culture won't support. Until marriage we won't see the men and women, like, like I was talking that, and he is tell me one word that time that is always click on my mind. As many as failures they have, they'll grow up, their roots will be that much strong. See, even though that small word, then at that time I didn't understand much, because oh, boyfriend girlfriend, as he said, failure, let them face the failure, but when they have a failure, stay behind him. Even though if they go and did some murder or kill someone, they have to trust on you. My mother is there to help, they support me. Like support me means like, they can tell and support. That much we have to give that, the freedom. Freedom means they have to openly tell whatever they have feelings, all the feelings. Only mother and father, especially mother. Father is like, finally like a tool, like supporting tool, but mother is very important. As soon as you can tell your kids, as soon as I can solve myself, I'm there for you. But if you coming to me means you are not trusting on yourself. So tell everything, but problem. Okay, we had something happen today. How to solve that? My kid had a one problem one day. I will tell you small, maybe in the school, he falls somewhere, like, he fall on the boy. He's just tripped out and the leg. He's a 12-year-old. He just fall on other boy. Some other guy, like American guy, is talking, "Hey, you both are kissing, you both are gays." Just like a small word that spread all over the school, they both are gays. How do you face that? Somebody is telling you, "Are you gay? Are you gay?" Everybody's coming to both the kids, and they're saying, "Are you both are gays, gays?" See, small 12-year-old boys. And they're saying, like, the other kid reacted, "You ruin my life. You fall on me, and everybody thinks we are gay, and I don't want your friendship." And he shouted on that. And when my son come to our house, and he's explaining 2 3 days, he did not tell anything. Third day he was coming, "Mama, it was that happened today. Anish is not talking to me, and because what happened?" Then I asked and all, "Do you feel that everybody is staying gay?" "No, Mama, I'm not feeling that, because I'm not. I'm feeling that I lose the Anish friendship." "Then how do you handle?" "I don't know how to handle. If you need any help, ask me." "Mama, I know how to handle." He went to the, what he called dean, and explained everything. and some rumors happened. They have a video and all they bought. See, he solved everything in a smooth way. And Anish also came. Thanks, Midansh, you helped me to help us. See, they know how to deal that. In that span, be with them. Be with them. And don't go immediately. I was like scared in this childhood trauma, right? I was
Yeah.
little scared and I was planning to talk to the dean. And after that, that's a problem solved. They made some award and all. They called me because of your son is like that. So make sure you are beside him always, but let them solve their own problems. Until like if anything blood happened and all, like you have to be, especially as early as means as a childhood, they have that innocence will go off right slowly. That's what make the all the habits take that advantage of 0 to 7 years. And all the like when you clean the plate means you are done plate means you have to clean. You have to clean all the waste around you. I will make them to clean other plates also because they know how to feel if you spill out the food. So that's all inside us, my dear masters. Not like we cannot force them. If somebody says something about your kids, that's their problem, their mental issues, not your problem. Don't raise your kids by others judging. Yeah, that's a big topic. Like again, each and every day, I'm also learning how to handle this. Especially teens, they turn to the teens. They have friendship issues and these issues. How much they are facing, they're strong. Their roots are that much strong. Read the any big kids, big CEOs and all those. They have all this and everybody had to meditate. Everybody do meditate in the morning, read 2 pages because their brain active their brain and mentally calm down. If see you're laid off, how do you face? Oh, I got laid off. What happened is smart case and all, like how can I get this? Instead of that, replace it. Okay, that is done. How can I find a new job? How that comes when you calm your mind? Okay, I have this $10,000. Okay, 2 months, it's okay. Next 2 months, I need to plan that. Instead of putting energy already done, laid off done, putting energy. Well, how that comes? Clarity and a supportive system like around you, and you make your aura strong. All this happened like that. Any facing. I will tell you, like there is 100 examples with me. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
And one more I want to ask is like when I say kids, no, I love exercise. So when I do exercise, I that is meditation for me. I don't have to do meditation, um, sit and close my eyes. That thing I hear, but I'm not able to
So
tell
how
them. My kids are grown up, but even though he's 26, I when I tell him meditation, but he says like I enjoy exercise. That is meditation for me. Closing eyes is a
no,
bullshit. He tells.
yeah. Again, let them talk whatever, but once you're done the exercise, just sit and calm down and just observe your blood flow. See, once you're running means you stop and sitting on the chair and observing your body, how the blood flow, how the everything. Instead of breath, just observe your body sensations, way that energies, way that just let them sit and calm down all those. Ask them just to sit 5 minutes first. So
Oh,
slowly, it's like a 20, 30 years means they are already adults, right?
yes.
Always their logical brain is active everywhere. They want proofs.
Yeah.
All the time they want proofs. Show them the proofs. And how that these and like some videos how that they will mind strong CEOs, how does that, like show them some proofs, but it's hard. That's what saying, like as early as possible, you make that as a habit. Even though after exercise, just 5 minutes, close your eyes and observe your body. And
Okay.
you slowly. It's really hard for the after 18 years. It's really hard. But again, it's not hard. brain rewiring is not hard. Once, see, I was like vegetarianism. I was meat, right? We are everyday meat, and every meal is a meat, and suddenly we are changing. I was worried. But now, within 1 year, they changed. My kids, they are, even though they're small, even though they go parties, they changed. Trust on them. Trust on them. Patiently, patiently. See, 26 years, they're already adopted that. Suddenly, they want to change. At least you need to take 26 months. Yeah, when they change, you don't know, but don't lose the hope. Be patient, be patient. How the potty train we do it earlier, like but that's what, as early as possible, childhoods, introduce that. So if we are making that habit, and they will follow us. After 26, they'll already cooked. 18, after 18, they already cooked. They have their own individuality. They own, make them like take them to some kind of that group and meditation, big events and all, like whoever talk, like they can all, sometimes some other masters will talk, they'll influence. So like that, like it's not easy, but nowadays in the office also they are introducing. They're laughing. La other time, like when we went to the one school event, the mother is telling, my kid is laughing, and when they are doing meditation, the mother is also laughing. Why we need meditation and all? I only said one thing: don't expect anything in the during meditation. Whatever they said, follow that. The other meditation and yoga, follow that, and just to follow that. And after that meditation, see the energies. Next 2 3 days, how you calm your brain. That means like that word trust. Trust means, okay, I'll follow. Give the instruction. The 2 hours, instead of like that waste of time, give the instruction. Just follow them. And slowly you're rewiring. It's not like a step 1, step 2, step 3. Within the next day, they will see us also, the changes. They'll see us and changes, and if you take them, they'll change. They see the changes. The school also they are doing nowadays. After COVID, everybody that mandatory. My kids' school also they are teaching meditation.
Nice. Thank
Deepika
you.
garu, sorry, we are taking long time. Deepika garu, you can talk and me.
Thank you so much, Padmaja garu. All wonderful tips. So I just wanted to add for that madam who is asking now. Just now you only said, I know that is a toddler age is very precious, but still I'm not able to do. So that is what we need to have. Remember that consciously. Okay, like only today they are 2 years. Again tomorrow they will be 4. Again, once they go to high school and once they go to college, when they leave home, you don't have anything to look back, or you don't have anything. So please have that in mind. Like this I heard in the other session, so I'm just saying that now it has sat so much in me that every day when I'm thinking, oh, he's making so much mess, my son, then I'll remember, oh no, tomorrow I'll not have this to do up. So when we think that, okay, life is so short, right? Everybody says that. So tomorrow you will not have these things to do, you will get your own time. So when we are doing that, be in that present moment and start enjoying that, then you will definitely go through that toddler stage and everything. And for adults, what you were saying, you already said, Padmaja ma'am, so share the people stories of the people. You have so many experiences, pyramid master experiences, who are started at a young age. They are like amazing Anand Buddha and Navkant. There are Amulya, so many people who started at the young age. They're listening to their stories, it motivates anybody, inspires them. And there are also so many Paima activities which go on. So Buddha CU also conducts for young adults. So those classes, if they attend or if they listen to them, they'll automatically come. And also books also helps them, because when you read any of the books, everything rounds out to meditation. At one point or the other time, they will start realizing, like immediately it might not happen, but if they go on reading those books, and finally they will start, okay, maybe it all comes to meditation. So I just wanted to add to these 2 points. Thank you so much.
Thank
Hope
you.
it helps.
Yeah, my kids are done with the toddlers, but when I see other parents going through, so I said how I can help those parents to,
Yeah, when
yeah.
we think that, okay, this is not going to last forever, then we'll take it and we'll start enjoying it. That's the only tip. And yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Ladies,
much for
lots,
it.
every mom knows the tips. Like, if our tip don't work them, but sometimes their own tips they make them. But just an aware of they're all part of the family. You are giving enlightenment to them. Like you're making them out of the karmas. 7 years if you teach, the DNA changes. Especially young adults, they will focus on the big people. I want to become a CEO of like Elon Musk or CEO of all those, and ask them to read their lifestyle. Read that how the simplicity. The Mark Rober is a Meta CEO. Mark Rober only gray shirt because they don't want to waste time on the choosing that, judge the people by the dress. So many inspired for that. So those inspirational, they will have lot of they every CEO does meditation, but they don't want to come up, like read their stories, their life journey. Even our Obama's wife has campaign also. So Girl Scouts, they have a campaign of meditation, like introduce them, like how that changes, like 2-3 stories. I see that, like I was so dumb like this. I was almost going to the failure, my love, and I do this. How I come out? They see that transition, because once they're adult, kids knows kids. Like we always talk to the same age people, right? The same way kids also listen to the same age people. They'll think like that. Yeah, that's a wonderful journey. Like a kids, again, and you enjoy your childhood, my dear master. You really going again your childhood. I feel myself like that. Our childhood is like a completely bookworm, right? We do play and all, but we don't have these many activities. Each and every day I enjoy these projects and swimming and sports. I wish I can go again my childhood. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks again. I have one announcement. So one announcement is we are planning to again extend these 21 days. Like, this morning session, we are keep continuing without any distractions. Like, we are not stopping this. Next to 21 after my sessions, and there is another 21 days with the 21 masters, the great masters. It's like, remember I told, like, Anil Garu and we formed a 21 and the blessing of Patriji's blessings. So we got an intuition we formed a 21 members team. We are planning that is converted to the 500 members in 2024. That definitely will happen. The 21 members to form the round circle. That's so many energies. We are planning the 21 masters. Each day one master can talk, and then they will share the wisdom, and are followed by the meditation. And after that, there is another master, Money Master. Mani Garu is very knowledgeable in book reading. It's like, so you cannot imagine that when I close my eyes, the first person who's referred my book is Money. If any book you want, the Money madam is like, awesome. She's planning to take that, after 21 days, we are planning Patriji Tulsi Dalam book. Just a wisdom sharing, and then followed by meditation. After that, Patriji is all like a morning is completely we are planning as a wisdom, like, share the knowledge and do meditation. And evening 9 to 10 only for meditation. And Friday evening 9 to 10 wisdom sharing. Anil Garu's 8:35 to 10 we are planning what do you call it? Wisdom sharing by 30 years experience, Anil Garu's. Sometimes we'll offer, like some other masters will come and share their wisdom. And this is what we are planning. If you are having any nearby in Virginia, DC, Maryland, we are having a satsang in our every Saturday. We are planning in person evening. Every Saturday or Friday or some other depend on our availabilities and all. So mostly every weekend we are planning in person also. So this Friday, instead of Sunday, we are planning the Friday evening. If anybody really want to come to the in-person session also, please free to and acquire those energies. That's really awesome energies. We are forming a lot of energies. And 2025, I think we are planning to the Dhyana Mahachakram in Virginia itself. here, Virginia, Maryland, DC. I don't know what happened, but next year, definitely North Carolina, August. We are planning August Labor Day weekend in what he called Dhyana Mahachakram. Last year, Dallas happened in Dallas, right? Same way. So this 21st and this December 21st, Kartal, India Kartal is happening. Send spread the word and make your contribute. Let the energy. Tomorrow we'll talk about that money, how that money works, and money is the biggest energy in the physical form. How the cosmic energy, like that, money also one of the energy. We'll talk tomorrow again. We are continuing the morning sessions, and the evening is completely on meditation. And Saturday is in person, and Friday evening is another big wisdom talk. Follow all these masters, take as much as energy. The oneness energy is already formed a big way. The 21 masters, 21 wisdoms, they're all very, 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 very powerful masters. Powerful in the sense, like, dedicated to the, they're all faced a lot of challenges, how to overcome these challenges. They will talk with their own voice. Please join and